sun's right in my
The
eyes.
sun is our lighting, our camera lighting. Hi everyone, how are you?
Hi. I can't see because Ryan put the sun in my eyes.
So today is one of our more extravagant, elaborate searches.
I don't know if Charlotte's elaborate.
Well, what we're doing is a little more extensive.
Out of our comfort zone. Would you say that?
I think it's the first time we've done something like this. So we have been searching for Michael Small. It's consisted of a community search, several pond searches, even though I couldn't get my drone in because it got sucked up with muck and everything. Yeah, and took Moon out for walks out there. We've done various searches in that area. The last one,
You went on your bike.
I was gonna say.
Oh, sorry.
The last one was the e-bike I took all the way from Abingdon to Damascus. We believe between our searches and Scooter and Penny's searches, who they covered way more area.
They're awesome.
They covered way more area than we did. We believe the theory we want to investigate now is that Michael Small, which I meant to tell the story, Michael is an elderly gentleman who walked out of an assisted care living facility in Abingdon, Virginia last year, earlier this year, 2025.
Yeah, it was earlier this year.
He's only been missing a few months.
He has dementia.
He has dementia, and we believe it's highly possible. See, he was carrying around a letter with his sister's address in Charlotte. He was obsessed with going to see his sister. We believe when he walked out, he somehow got a ride with someone, maybe gave them the address, gave them the envelope, said he wanted to go to Charlotte at least, maybe not the exact address, but got to Charlotte. We believe he probably got to Charlotte, but having dementia, couldn't make it to his sister's house. She would have told someone. I mean,
I would hope so.
It would have come up by now if he actually made it. We believe he didn't make it to his sister's. He's in Charlotte. He has dementia. We believe he got lost, turned around, and is probably part of the homeless community at this point. Not sure if the news made it that whole way.
Moon's ready.
She's ready. We're not going to talk anymore. We're headed to Charlotte. We have a 3-hour drive to get to our place. But we're going to head out now.
Yeah.
So.
Bye. Hi everyone, we're on our way to Charlotte, North Carolina, and past the time we've kind of been discussing different theories about Summer's case, and we're gonna have a discussion with you about that during one of our lives. So Ryan, what do you think?
I think it's a good way to pass the time because we have 3 hours and we have passed an hour just talking about the case.
So, we have a lot to talk about. And I guess we'll see you soon. Bye.
All right, so we are at the new place.
If you can see me, hello.
They can see you.
Don't look at my hair. I just took a nap. And Ryan woke me up so that we can do this. Just so you know.
I didn't. She slept from the moment we got here at like 4 to 6.
Oh, stop.
So you know. Anyway, we are at the Airbnb. As you can see, we're tired already.
Yeah, you know, driving any long amount of time is tiring, I think.
I agree.
Yeah.
Even if it was only 3.5 hours, still.
I don't know.
We did chat about cases and all that kind of stuff, so that was helpful. But we've got this little Airbnb, inexpensive, about 30 minutes from Charlotte.
Yep. It's a studio apartment.
Studio apartment. Let me show you all what it looks like.
This is going to be a long video.
And that's the grand tour.
Yeah,
it's basically a studio apartment.
I was going to say it's basically a bed and a TV.
A bed, a TV.
Oh yeah.
There's a desk and a couch.
bathroom.
All in one. So very affordable. We have a trip to see my sister in Indiana next week. So we need the money, really our money for, we need to save money for that because...
Yeah. Can you believe next week is July?
4th of July.
July in general.
Yeah.
Can you believe June is
No.
like what happened?
Time flies when you're having fun.
Yeah.
So plan, it rained when we got here. We got soaked when we came in.
Right when we got here, it started raining.
Yep. And we got in here, got Moon in here. Moon's with us. She'll be coming with us into Indiana too.
Show her. Show them.
There she is. Moon's with us.
Roof.
Right? Right, Moon?
Proof of the puppy.
Proof of the puppy. So tomorrow the plan is, Moon, get down. Oh my gosh. Tomorrow the plan is we're gonna get up fairly early.
Yeah, right. We were getting up early this morning.
For us.
Too.
I did some research on places in Charlotte with the highest homeless populations. There's quite a few. Apparently there's a crisis in Charlotte, so it's gonna be fun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
All day, that's what we do, and traveling the streets of Charlotte. Doing what we can to just ask if people have seen this guy. We have, one of the flyers is great because it has 3 of his pictures. Longer beard, just various forms of his beard growth.
Yeah, which might be long now.
If
he is
he's homeless.
out in the wilds.
So that's the plan tomorrow. We're gonna chill out here tonight, try to rest and recover, and get some food.
Food's always good.
Food's always good. And we'll see what tomorrow brings. Oh my gosh, it's warm. All right, you guys, we're having a conversation. It's a good point, Jen. Jen is concerned, and she's concerned for a good reason. There's several people. Our daughter's one, a friend is another. They're mad at Jen for putting herself in danger.
No, they're mad at you for putting me in danger.
They're mad at me for putting her in danger. So, the plan here was to look. There's like that dude right there looks like he plays golf.
I know they're. Of course, I'm not trying to be a Karen. I don't care if a guy looks like he's playing golf. He still could rob you. Hit you over the head with a golf club.
It probably is dangerous.
You don't care. You have a gun. I have this little tiny thing of mace that probably doesn't even work.
You don't think I would protect you with the gun? You might have a good point. Walking around a city is probably not the safest thing to do.
With all this gear, which is expensive stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, mostly what we're going to do, I think, at this point is we are going to drive through these areas. I realize these blocks, you can see everything and everyone. So we will drive a larger area, cover a larger area of ground. I've got names of 4 high population homeless areas with high homeless population. So we'll drive through and then keep an eye out while we go through these areas. Okay, plan B. That's what we're going to do.
Thank you.
Okay. The population here, there are very few white homeless people in this city, probably because of the general population.
In this part of the city.
In this part of the city. I gotta do some research, you guys, to find out like other suburbs. The problem is we didn't get his sister's address. We could text Penny. That's what I'll do. Find a place to park. We'll try to get the sister's address. Well, not to go to her house. That would be rude. But
Very rude.
to go to that neighborhood, because he could have gotten dropped off near there.
Yeah. I mean, we have to go on, you know, what is the most likely scenario.
All right, find a place to park. I'll do a text and see if we can get that info. Because I said we're searching homeless populations in Charlotte today, but it would be good to know where he could have been dropped off, like the sister's neighborhood. She said, yeah, it would. I'm looking for it now. Give me a minute. I think that this city's huge. We'd be driving around all day. And if we know where the sister's neighborhood is, we don't have to bother the sister,
Right.
but we can center point
Yeah.
there. Oh, we've got it.
The building
We've got it.
behind.
We've got it.
Oh, yeah?
We've got it. Yeah.
Cool. The actual... Oh, it's her actual address.
Oh, that's so helpful. That is going to help us out today so much.
Yeah, because right now I'm feeling kind of like this is like...
It's
Epic
hopeless.
fail.
Yeah, it's just huge. It's 24 minutes. What?
Can you imagine? That's how big the city is.
Oh my gosh.
We're way off.
See, we're downtown.
Yeah, and she's not.
And we know now I can't show the address to you guys, but we know now it's the southwestern quadrant of this whole Charlotte area in the suburbs. All right, we're headed over there now. Jen got some weird vibes at the entrance to the community, and the entrance has this kind of little park area. We're wondering if he got turned around. He got dropped off at the entrance possibly and got turned around.
I seriously was not expecting to feel anything here. Because I don't always, that doesn't, well, I guess it doesn't happen if there's nothing to feel,
No.
but...
Right near this thing, Jen?
Yeah. I see my headache got worse all of a sudden. I don't know what's going on.
Right over here?
I can't remember, I'm so turned around right now.
This is where you set it.
I don't like it doing this because I feel like I'm being silly.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm like, everybody else is probably thinking I'm being silly.
We're just going with it because we have nothing else, but there's a street not far from the sister's house. There's a street right where Jen gets this really weird vibe.
But it's like back there. It's not here. I mean, I've had a headache all day, but it keeps getting worse. Like, it's like in my eye.
We should take a walk, check out the bushes and everything. Right here? Yeah. Right where the grass starts getting a little... Oh, in this...
Yeah.
That's fenced off.
Yeah. Weird. This place looks like no one lives there.
Abandoned, yeah. Maybe you're feeling energies about the place. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah.
Like, if it's not lived in and it's abandoned, kind of, you could just be feeling weird vibes from the place, but it's... Definitely is not being...
It was definitely here.
And it's boarded up. Oh shit, there's a shed.
Lights on it though. But on this side, it looks like somebody is here.
You know what I think happens sometimes?
What?
There's certain people that
Let me see if he's dead. Oh my gosh. It's like...
petrified.
But it's real.
Yeah.
Maybe I was feeling the... Well, I'm dizzy.
Do you think that
Maybe I was feeling the dead fry.
Yeah, okay, John. Do you think that, like, if there's somebody that lives there that has very serious issues, you know what I mean? Like, either very upset.
That's the thing. That could be...
Yeah.
I was feeling dizzy right around there.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing that would be it. Because I'm not the kind of person who can just think about somebody and be like, oh yeah, I feel like he was here.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, sometimes I can, like, if something happened in the place,
right,
that could be related to
the clue for me about whoever lives here having high emotions is they've got something going on that they can't take care of their lawn at all.
Yeah.
Or their property. So maybe a recent death or something like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
it could be something.
Some trauma that they're dealing with and you're just picking up on it.
Yeah.
That's crazy because I didn't even notice this lawn until we started walking here. All right.
That's what it is, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, I'm not going to be able to, like some people can, I suppose. They
pinpoint, like
they
pinpoint.
Claim, okay,
yeah.
I'm thinking about this person.
Right.
Astral projection or whatever. No, that's not me. I can sense energies and
energies of people and places. Yeah. Well, it was worth a check.
It happened to be like right near where he did.
Yeah, I know. So there's two things that have happened. I was gonna actually fly my drone, but this is Class B airspace. I don't think I can get authorization immediately. Plus, there's some advisories. Military advisories. I'm not gonna risk it in this airspace. Charlotte's really busy. So there's right behind in the community we were in, right behind it, right nearby is Steel Creek Athletic Association. There's like athletic fields, and there's also, it looks like a kennel club that has a big field. The closest walking distance from that community, really close to her house, to the sister's house. If anything, if he got dropped off in that community, got turned around, it's possible that he would have found those fields. Again, he's used to living outdoors, but the problem is it's hot. I can't see him surviving outdoors in this temperature. Can you?
I can't.
Like that's,
I can't. I wouldn't be able to.
Yeah.
No.
So I'm going to drive to those fields, and we'll start at the fields. It looks like there's parking there. If it's, yeah, that's where we're going to go next.
Okay.
So we did find this athletic field. It looks abandoned to me, my gosh. Well, they maintain the fields at least, but it's just...
it's so weird.
It's a weird place, isn't it?
I mean, even the house or field house or whatever it looks abandoned.
So this place is very close to the community. The sister's house, probably the closest field, like any place to hide in a wooded area. This is the only place I could spot. So we are going to... Jen doesn't want to. It's so hot out there. I don't blame you.
It is hot.
But I guess we're gonna take a walk in this sweltering 96 degree heat.
96.
That's what my thermostat says.
Gosh, I thought it was high. I didn't know it was that high. I can hardly stand it at home, and the highest it's been is 90.
I know.
I have been complaining. Now I shouldn't complain.
Yes, it's hot. Charlotte is a hot place.
Yeah.
So.
I want ice cream.
Yeah. All right, let's poke around here and we'll see what we see. Seriously, totally looks abandoned, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like
that part does. There's a cute little park.
There's a kids park. Don't laugh at me. I always have to check porta potties. You never know. You got a hit, but it was a random house and a random person.
That's why I'm not much good for people if it's something like this.
Focused.
Like if I know someone was probably in a certain area, like when we've been searching for
Specific people, yeah.
Layla.
Yeah.
You know, I can probably pick that up. But a place like this, I have no clue. So
And we don't really know, do we?
Yeah. He's not even here, around here.
I know. It's so frustrating. I thought that coming here, we'd come near the sister's house, and it would be obvious. Like, oh, he would have wandered in
homeless shelters.
Yeah.
We'd find, groups of people. But
right.
She lives in a community where, it's just like the suburb.
And
it's the outer spaces of Charlotte.
And around here, I don't see any homeless.
No.
There were no homeless in this whole area.
No.
All downtown.
It's because it's a suburb. There are no services for them around here. Usually they'll stay around where they can at least get food and stuff, like shelters.
I mean, we could go back downtown and check all the homeless shelters, but I'm trying to rationally think of reasoning why he would have gotten dropped off downtown instead of near his sister's.
I have a hard time believing that.
He would have gotten dropped off around here, I would think, right? If he got a ride here. If he got a ride here. We know he carried her address all the time.
See, that's the thing. I thought about, well, maybe a bus. Then I was thinking maybe he probably didn't have the wherewithal to, figure out how to go on the bus, pay and all. And
there's no major bus line from Abingdon. There's just an internal one from the little communities there.
Yeah.
Local transportation, but there's nothing else. I didn't bring my firearm. I probably should have.
It said no firearms.
Because I'm just seeing a trail in there and there could be homeless encampments. We are gonna at least, you guys, since I feel like this is the nearest place somebody would go camp if they got lost.
Yeah, because there's nobody here. Well,
it's not often anyway.
It doesn't look like they use this place because there are no lines on the ground or anything.
Yeah, you're right. This is the weirdest athletic field place.
And look, the floorboard is all messed up.
Yeah, it feels abandoned. We're gonna poke around along the edges here, see if there's a homeless encampment that there could possibly be someone, but I think that's the best we can do right now.
Yeah.
Oh, look how thick. Look how thick.
How do you lead out?
Let's go this way.
There's like no way to
tires. There's bottles. There's tires and bottles. It doesn't look like there's a clearing though down here. So far it's pretty thick in there. I'm seeing some trails. I think I see a trail and then it just dead ends in this thick brush, but I'm hoping along here somewhere there might be a trail that actually goes in. But even the opening down there is just marsh, and this is all fenced off. There's an opening in the fence right there.
Yeah.
All thick brush, no trail.
Okay.
Oh, there's a bridge right there, so that trail goes to the water. Either direction, it's like the green belt.
Oh.
It's a walking trail, it's a community walking trail. I don't know, Jen. Okay, we are sweltering.
You okay?
It is really hot.
You're all red.
I know, well, the sun hits me hard and I get burned easily. This trail is, in my opinion, the only place around here worth looking.
Yeah.
The trail back there. We could potentially take Moon tonight when it cools off a little. We gotta check how long it is, how long the trail is, and if we want to actually do that, if it's worth doing it. We were talking on the way here. The battery died because it was so hot. It was like burning my hand when I took it out of the camera. Jen feels like he may not be here. It's okay to say that, right?
Yeah, that's what I said.
You're now going on that he got lost in Abingdon and we just didn't find him. Us or Penny and Scooter have missed him.
I still think that how I thought it happened. That he was on the side of the road and got
Thrown
pushed off to the...
Really?
It's the only thing that makes sense to me.
So should we have not come here to Charlotte and instead focused on Abingdon and sides of the road?
I thought someone said that it was like impossible to walk on the side of the road.
Yeah, Penny and Scooter
Oh, they already did it.
traveled, like they searched from Abingdon toward the Charlotte direction, the sides of the roads and everything. I mean,
that's true.
they looked, I don't know that they walked at all, but they walked some, and you could be right. Here, I was really hopeful near her place there would be like a homeless shelter or some obvious place like this. Like I was hopeful.
Even a food pantry or something.
Yeah. Some place that he would have gone to if he couldn't find her. I thought maybe this, because this is the only field, wooded area in the area, but walking the edge, there's no way anybody's living in there.
The other thing is, her place was really easy to find. You know, if he told somebody...
I don't know, if you have dementia and
No, I mean like if somebody picked him up and he gave them the address, it was really easy to find.
True, he would have been dropped off right outside the house.
Yeah.
True. That's the part I don't understand. You're right, if he got a ride here and he always carried her address in his pocket, that's where he would have been dropped off, right at the house.
Yeah, because it's not like in the city with like apartment buildings and stuff like that. It's in the suburbs.
Well, now we know it's in the suburbs and easy to get to with a car if you have the address.
Yeah.
You feel like this was a waste, this trip?
I hate saying it's a waste because it makes me feel silly.
I think it was worth a try. It was good to check out. The only weird thing we found was there was something up with that house that you identified as weird because of the... Well, then we realized the grass was all messed up.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I hope nobody's deceased in there. My gosh.
Can't really call for a welfare check. Hi, My wife had a really weird feeling
Yeah.
outside this house.
And the grass is long.
And the grass is long. So, could you do a welfare check?
Right.
No, that won't work.
I'm worried somebody is actually in trouble in there. You guys, this trip was worth it in my opinion, to see what Charlotte looks like, because if he had been dropped off somewhere, then maybe it was worth checking. But what we noticed is there isn't very much population of elderly white men that are homeless in the city.
That we saw
at all. We may drive through on the way back. We may just wander around the streets to see if for some crazy reason he was dropped off downtown.
Yeah.
I'm starting to think less and less likely because of the address thing in his pocket.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if you had her address, you had the whole thing. You didn't have a piece of paper that just said Charlotte, North Carolina.
He had an envelope or something, I think, with her address.
That makes sense.
Something she sent. So,
all I know is I need the air conditioner.
Yeah, we're sweltering. I gotta turn up the air. You guys can hear us. See, watch. Yeah. Yeah, you can't hear us with the air on. That's why I turn it down, and then we start sweating like crazy. We are going back to check on Moon, decide on our next steps, but this may be the end. What do you think? Is this the end of Charlotte?
I feel bad. I feel bad for you.
Well, there's nothing else to try.
I know.
You know what we could do? Tomorrow, if it's cooler, we could just make a nice hike. People are coming to our channel more and more for some of the hiking videos. The beautiful hikes and the beautiful... We should maybe do some of those every now and then.
Yeah, I mean...
Maybe tomorrow we'll do a beautiful hike. I'll find a nice one with a waterfall or a mountain or something. And if it's cool enough.
Can splash around in some water.
Yes.
That sounds good to
Make
me.
this trip worthwhile.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
We've never been here, so...
So, upcoming, you may see... I'm sorry about this video, you guys. We had to try Charlotte. But as we search, we just started losing hope that this is more likely than Abingdon. I guess back to Abingdon. I thought this would be our final push, but I'm thinking Abingdon again now, maybe.
I feel like if he did come here and he didn't make it to his sister, then he's gone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Somewhere else, like who knows, God knows where. Yeah, I'm sorry to the family. I'm sorry we tried to do what we could here, but it definitely looked more and more hopeless the more we traveled around. We're not going to give up, I don't think, on this case. We're going to go back to Abingdon. And we may do a nature hike. We may do a beautiful hike in North Carolina somewhere on the way home tomorrow. Put money to good use. So that'll be it. I think that'll be it for this video. Thank you all, even though it was a bust. Thank you all for coming along. We'll keep on trying, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.